And if I ask you to loan me $1,000 and I say, I'm going to pay you back 1,000 1 year from now, who's going to be okay with that? Anybody? And, you know that I'm not going to do any favors with your grade, assuming that you agree with such a proposition. Is there anybody who would actually say, okay, you can get 1,000 from me now and I'll get 1,000 1 year from today? Anyone? Oh. That's more of a rhetorical question. Okay, who's going to tell me why you wouldn't do that?
Because giving you the money now means that I can't do anything with the money until you pay me back.
Exactly. Do we have a name for that in economics?
Opportunity loss.
Yeah, opportunity loss or opportunity cost. When you give me that $1,000, you give up anything you could have done with that money, okay? Whether or not what you gave up will actually make you money, that's besides the point. For example, if you don't lend me that money, you could have invested into stock. Whether or not you will make money, hey, we don't know. If we knew, there wouldn't be a stock market. But since you're making the investment, at least you have an expectation that you will make money, right? Given that, you give up that potential return. So, loaning money involves an opportunity cost. Which is a moral and ethical. What's moral and ethical are two different things. Justification for interest. Why am I requiring you to pay me $1,100 next year instead of $1,000? Well, that is actually the justification. Obviously, if you're a loan shark and you work, the typical rate for loan sharks is 2 points a week. Who knows what that means when I say 2 points a week? Not enough people here watching mafia movies. 2 points a week means a 2% interest rate charge. Sometimes it's also called a VIG. Okay? But 2% in 1 week is essentially equal to, let me do it. That's equal to 180% a year. Okay? That obviously is exceedingly large, and that's what we call, this would be 180% a year, which is what we call usury, okay? And depending upon the religion that you adhere to, usury is actually a sin, okay? For example, in Islam, usury is a sin, but they kind of take it to the extreme. Any interest is considered kind of a sin. For example, if you do business with a bank that's based in Saudi Arabia, they don't charge you interest rates, but they do something else. And they ask you, what are you going to do with the money? And you say, I'm going to buy a refrigerator. Okay. They say, okay, we'll lease the refrigerator to you. But if you look at the payments, it's exactly the same as what would have been a standard 5-year loan with monthly payments. So they're trying to deceive God or Allah. And when I say this to my devout Muslim friends, they think I'm going to go to hell. I probably will, but not for that reason. I got other reasons to be in hell. You know, I drink, I smoke, I eat pork, and none of those are good in Islam. I'm not much of a religious guy, if you didn't get it yet. I get no problem with the religions. I have typically problem with religious people who make a mockery of the religions. In any case, you know, I adhere to one of those old Groucho Marx sayings. If there isn't any religion out there who would have me, I don't want them. All right. Now, we will typically denote interest rate with R. Okay. And assuming periods of 1 year, we have a general way of representing how time value of money moves. So value as of t plus 1, t representing some period. It could be 0, it could be 1, or what have you, is value as of t times, or I should say plus, value as of t times the interest rate. Or I can write this in an easier way. This is basically the so-called differential difference equation. The way value of time value of the money moves, which immediately implies we can worry about spelling. Come on. That value at t plus, let's say, s, or s equals value at t times 1 plus r raised to the power s. So if t equals 0, value s periods from now is equal to value s periods from now equals value now times 1 plus r raised to the power s. And we have a special name for value now. Who's going to tell me what that is? You may have heard it before. We have a special term for the value of the money right now.
Present value.
Exactly, present value. And in this case, value S is also called the future value of money. And typically we have an abbreviation for present value, PV, and future value, FV. Okay. But we also always designate where that future lies. Okay? There is only one present, but there are multiple futures. So given this,